It may sound shocking, but eating the wrong kind of nuts could quietly raise your risk of heart disease by nearly double. And if you're over 60, that risk gets even higher. Sounds unbelievable, right? Because for years, we've been told that all nuts are healthy. But new research says otherwise. Studies published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology have revealed that certain popular nuts, the ones sitting right now in millions of kitchen cabinets, might be doing more harm than good. Here's the scary part. Some of these nuts can raise your blood pressure, trigger inflammation, block your arteries, and even accelerate memory decline. And the worst part? Many seniors eat them every single day, believing they're helping their heart and brain. But one nut stands out above all the rest. A nut that researchers found contains natural toxins capable of damaging your liver, kidneys, and even your cognitive function. You probably have it in your pantry right now. It's the same one that low-carb dieters and fitness influencers call the healthy snack. Yet it might be quietly harming your body in ways you never imagined. Don't worry, in this video we've got you covered. You're about to discover the ultimate guide to nuts. Which ones protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and boost your brain, and which ones you should absolutely avoid. Stay with me until the end, because the truth about the #1 dangerous nut will shock you. Very few people talk about it, and it could be silently damaging your health right now. Before we jump in, make sure you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel so you never miss important health updates that could literally add years to your life. And tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We love seeing how far our community reaches around the world. All right, ready? Let's start with the 4 best nuts for seniors, the ones that truly protect your heart, bones, and brain.
When it comes to maintaining heart health, brain sharpness, and strong bones after 60, not all nuts are created equal. Some deliver powerful nutrients that protect your body from aging, while others quietly work against you. So let's start with the good ones. The 4 best nuts for seniors that science consistently praises for longevity and vitality. Walnuts, the brain protector. Walnuts are often called food for the brain, and it's not just because they look like one. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the same healthy fats found in fish, which help lower inflammation, reduce bad cholesterol, and improve memory. In one long-term Harvard study, older adults who ate walnuts several times a week had a lower risk of cognitive decline and heart disease. They also showed better stress regulation and improved sleep, 2 things that become more important with age. Just 1 small handful a day is enough. But here's a tip: always eat them raw or lightly roasted, never salted or sugar-coated. That's when you get the real benefits. Almonds, the bone builder. Almonds are rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E, 3 nutrients that keep your bones strong and your skin healthy. They also help control blood sugar, a major plus for seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. A study published in Metabolism Journal found that eating almonds daily improved insulin sensitivity and helped reduce belly fat in older adults. That's huge because excess belly fat is directly linked to heart and brain problems. But moderation is key. About 10 to 12 almonds per day are plenty. More than that, and you might start adding unnecessary calories without realizing it. Pistachios, the heart helper. Pistachios are little green powerhouses. They contain lutein, a compound that helps protect your eyes, and arginine, which improves blood flow and supports a healthy heart. According to a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, People who replaced processed snacks with pistachios saw a significant drop in blood pressure and LDL cholesterol within just a few weeks. Plus, pistachios are one of the lowest calorie nuts, so they're perfect if you want to snack smart without gaining weight. Brazil nuts, the thyroid guardian. Brazil nuts might not be the most common, but they're one of the most powerful. They're loaded with selenium, a mineral that protects the thyroid and boosts your immune system. Just one Brazil nut a day gives you more than enough selenium to support hormone balance and prevent oxidative stress. But don't overdo it. Too much selenium can be harmful, so keep it to 1 or 2 per day max. Now you might be thinking, if these nuts are so healthy, can't I just mix them all together and snack freely? Not so fast, because some of the other nuts, the ones we'll talk about next, can actually cancel out many of these benefits. Let's uncover the surprising truth about so-called healthy nuts that might be secretly harming your body.
Here's the thing. Not every nut that's labeled healthy actually helps your body as you age. Some are loaded with hidden oils, sugars, and preservatives that quietly sabotage your heart, your metabolism, and even your brain health. And the worst part? Many of these are the exact nuts you'll find in healthy trail mixes or fancy snack packs that look innocent at first glance. Let's reveal which ones you need to watch out for and why. Number 1. Cashews, the sneaky sugar trigger. Cashews might taste buttery and smooth, but they can be deceptive. They're naturally higher in carbs than most nuts, which means they can spike blood sugar faster, especially in older adults with insulin sensitivity. They also contain compounds that may irritate the gut if eaten in large amounts. And most store-bought cashews are roasted in vegetable oil, not dry roasted, adding unhealthy fats that undo the good stuff inside. So if you love cashews, don't panic, just limit yourself to a few pieces a week and always choose the unsalted, dry-roasted kind. Number 2. Peanuts, the most overrated nut. Here's a surprise. Peanuts aren't even nuts. They're legumes. And while they have protein, they also come with problems most people never think about. Peanuts are prone to something called aflatoxin contamination, a toxic compound produced by certain molds that can form during storage. Even tiny amounts of it over time can harm the liver and weaken your immune system. And those salted, honey-coated, or chocolate-covered peanuts? They're basically sugar bombs that inflame your arteries and raise blood pressure. So while an occasional peanut butter sandwich won't hurt, eating them daily is not the best idea, especially for seniors watching heart or liver health. Number 3. Flavored mixed nuts. The hidden trap. Those colorful cans of deluxe mixed nuts might look tempting, but they're often the biggest trap of all. Many are coated in palm oil, corn syrup, and preservatives that instantly destroy their natural nutritional value. Even the so-called roasted and salted versions are usually fried, not baked, adding hundreds of unnecessary calories and sodium. That's a fast track to bloating, dehydration, and increased heart strain. The simple rule is, always read the label. If you see words like hydrogenated oil, corn syrup, or flavor enhancer, put it back on the shelf. Candied and chocolate-covered nuts, the dessert disguised as health food. This one's easy to fall for. Chocolate almonds, caramelized pecans, sugar-dusted cashews. They look luxurious, but they're no longer nuts. They're candies in disguise. A small handful can pack over 300 calories and up to 6 teaspoons of sugar, more than a soda. That sugar spike drains your energy and leaves you craving more, creating a cycle that works against your metabolism and your mood. So if you ever crave sweetness,
Go for raw nuts paired with a few berries or dark chocolate chips instead. That combo keeps your energy steady without the crash. Now that we've exposed the bad nuts hiding behind healthy labels, it's time to go one step further. Because what really matters isn't just what you eat, it's how you eat it. And in the next part, we'll uncover the right way to eat nuts for maximum health and longevity, including timing, combinations, and one secret habit that can actually amplify their benefits.
You already know which nuts to keep and which to avoid. But here's where most people, even health-conscious ones, go wrong. They eat the right nuts the wrong way. Timing, quantity, and even what you combine nuts with can completely change how your body absorbs their nutrients. So let's break it down. Timing. The best time to eat nuts isn't at night or randomly during the day. It's in the morning, right after waking up or with your breakfast. Why? Because that's when your metabolism is most active and your body is ready to convert healthy fats into long-lasting energy. Eating nuts early can also stabilize your blood sugar for the entire day, preventing those mid-morning crashes or sugar cravings that lead to snacking. If you prefer evening snacks, stick to lighter nuts like pistachios or almonds, which are easier to digest before bed. Combine nuts with whole foods, not sugar. A handful of nuts on their own is healthy, but pairing them with the right foods can multiply their benefits. For example, combine walnuts with oatmeal or Greek yogurt to boost brain function and keep you full for hours. Add almonds to salads or steamed veggies. Their healthy fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E. Snack on pistachios with fruit to balance fiber, healthy fat, and natural sugar. It's a heart-friendly combo that won't spike your insulin. Just avoid mixing nuts with processed sugar or cereals. That's when healthy fats turn into stored fat. Watch the portion. The "a handful" rule is simple but critical. Nuts are calorie-dense, which means even healthy ones can lead to unwanted weight gain if you go overboard. The golden rule? One small handful per day. That's roughly 20 almonds, 10 walnut halves, or a small scoop of mixed nuts, about 200 calories. It may look small, but remember, nuts are energy-packed. More isn't better here. Consistency is what gives results. Always soak or lightly roast. Here's a secret that nutritionists rarely explain clearly. Raw nuts contain phytic acid, a compound that can block your body from absorbing key minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium. So what's the fix? Soak your nuts overnight or lightly roast them at low heat before eating. This simple habit breaks down phytic acid and makes the nutrients easier for your body to absorb. Plus, it helps digestion and reduces bloating. Soaked almonds or walnuts in the morning? That's a simple anti-aging secret your body will thank you for. And lastly, rotate your nuts weekly. Most people stick to one favorite nut, but your body needs variety. Each nut offers unique nutrients, and rotating them helps you get a wider spectrum of vitamins and minerals over time. Try this simple schedule. Monday or Tuesday, walnuts. Wednesday or Thursday, almonds. Friday or Saturday, pistachios. Sunday, Brazil nuts. This keeps things interesting, prevents taste fatigue, and ensures balanced nutrition over time. So now you know how to eat nuts the right way, when to eat them, how much, and how to prepare them. But here's the part most people never think about. Even if you eat the healthiest nuts correctly, your body might still not absorb their full benefits if you combine them with the wrong foods. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the next section. The worst food combinations that secretly cancel out your nutrition and slow your metabolism.
Here's something most people never realize. You can eat the healthiest nuts in the world, but if you combine them with the wrong foods, you're wasting half their benefits. Yes, some food pairings actually block nutrient absorption, slow your digestion, and make your body store more fat instead of burning it. And unfortunately, many people do this every single day without even knowing. Let's break down the worst offenders and why they matter, especially for seniors. Number 1. Nuts with refined carbs. Mixing nuts with refined carbs, like white bread or pastries or sweet cereal, is one of the biggest nutritional mistakes out there. Nuts contain healthy fats and proteins that digest slowly. Refined carbs digest too fast. When you mix the two, your blood sugar spikes sharply, then crashes, leaving you tired, foggy, and hungry again. So that nut-topped muffin or almond-covered donut? It's a blood sugar roller coaster disguised as a healthy snack. Instead, pair your nuts with whole grains or fruit, foods that digest slowly and work with your body, not against it. Number 2. Nuts with coffee or energy drinks. Many people love grabbing a handful of nuts with their morning coffee, but that combo can quietly reduce how well your body absorbs iron and magnesium. Caffeine binds to these minerals and flushes them out of your system before they're absorbed. That means those nutrient-rich almonds or walnuts aren't doing as much good as you think. If you can't give up your coffee, no problem. Just eat your nuts 30 minutes before or after drinking it. That small timing shift makes a big difference. Number 3. Nuts with heavy dairy or creamy desserts. This one's sneaky. Nuts already contain plenty of natural fats, and when you combine them with heavy cream, cheese, or desserts like ice cream, your body gets overloaded with fat and calories. That excess fat slows digestion and puts unnecessary strain on your liver. And over time, that can raise cholesterol and make you feel sluggish. If you want a creamy texture, go for Greek yogurt or a plant-based smoothie. They pair perfectly with nuts without adding that heavy feeling. Number 4. Nuts with sugary beverages. A handful of nuts with soda, juice, or sweet tea sounds harmless, but the sugar in those drinks triggers a spike in insulin, which tells your body to store fat instead of burning it. Even natural juices can do this if they're not paired properly. So instead of orange juice, try pairing nuts with water, herbal tea, or even a protein shake. That way, the healthy fats actually fuel your body instead of being stored as fat. Number 5. Nuts with processed meats. Here's one that surprises almost everyone. Many people snack on nuts alongside cold cuts, bacon, or sausage, thinking they're boosting protein intake. But those processed meats are full of sodium, preservatives, and nitrates, ingredients that cause inflammation and cancel out the heart protective effects of nuts. If you want protein, go for boiled eggs, grilled chicken, or plant-based options like chickpeas or lentils. Those pair beautifully with nuts and keep your metabolism running clean. So if you've been wondering why eating healthy sometimes doesn't feel like it's working, the problem might not be the food itself, it's the pairing. But the good news is, once you fix these combinations, your energy levels, digestion, and focus can improve in just days. And coming up next, we'll reveal how to take this even further with superfoods that enhance the power of nuts and help your body absorb their nutrients faster and more efficiently than ever.
Now that you know how to eat nuts and what to avoid, it's time to reveal a secret that can take their benefits to a whole new level. Because when you pair nuts with the right superfoods, something amazing happens. Their nutrients don't just add up, they multiply. These combinations help your body absorb more vitamins, fight inflammation faster,
and give you that steady, lasting energy that makes you feel years younger. So let's uncover the 5 best superfoods that work hand in hand with nuts to supercharge your health. Number 1. Berries, the antioxidant allies. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, whichever you choose, they're all packed with antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals. When you combine them with the healthy fats in nuts, your body absorbs those antioxidants even more efficiently. It's like teamwork. The fats in nuts carry the berry nutrients deeper into your cells, where they can actually repair damage and slow aging. Try adding a handful of walnuts or almonds to a bowl of mixed berries. It's a simple anti-aging breakfast or snack that protects your heart and your brain. Number 2. Leafy greens, the vitamin boosters. Spinach, kale, and arugula might not sound exciting, but when you mix them with nuts, magic happens. Greens are full of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which your body can't absorb properly without fat. The natural oils in almonds or pistachios act as a delivery system for those vitamins, helping your body use them for better bone strength, glowing skin, and improved immunity. A spinach salad with olive oil, nuts, and a little lemon, that's one of the most nutrient-packed meals you can eat. Number 3. Dark chocolate, the mood enhancer. Here's a treat that's actually good for you if you do it right. Dark chocolate, especially 85% cocoa or higher, is loaded with flavonoids that improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. When combined with nuts, those antioxidants become even more powerful. The healthy fats in nuts slow down the absorption of sugar, giving you a smoother energy boost instead of a crash. So a few squares of dark chocolate with a handful of almonds or walnuts, that's not indulgence, that's smart snacking. Number 4. Avocados, the healthy fat partner. Avocados and nuts are both rich in monounsaturated fats, but when eaten together, they form a nutritional powerhouse. They balance cholesterol levels, support joint health, and even improve nutrient absorption from other foods. Add some crushed pistachios or almonds on top of avocado toast or a salad, and you've just made one of the most heart-friendly meals possible. It's simple, filling, and your body will thank you for it. Number 5. Citrus fruits, the absorption amplifiers. Here's a combo most people never think about. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemons, and grapefruits are rich in vitamin C, which helps your body absorb iron from plant-based foods, including nuts. Just a squeeze of lemon over your salad with nuts can make a real difference in how much iron your body absorbs. And the refreshing flavor adds a nice balance to the richness of nuts. These 5 superfoods don't just go well with nuts, they activate their full potential. Together, they strengthen your immune system, improve your energy, and even help your skin stay youthful and radiant. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Some scientists believe that eating these foods together could actually slow the aging process by protecting your DNA and reducing cell damage. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. In the next section, we'll uncover the science behind nuts and longevity, and why people who eat them regularly tend to live longer, healthier lives.
Have you ever wondered why some people stay sharp, active, and full of energy well into their 80s or even 90s? It's not luck, and it's not just good genes. More and more research shows that nutrition plays a powerful role in how long and how well we live. And among all foods studied, nuts stand out as one of the simplest yet most effective secrets of longevity. Let's break down what science actually says about how nuts help you live longer. 1. Nuts protect your DNA. Inside every cell in your body are little caps on your chromosomes called telomeres. Think of them like the plastic tips on shoelaces. They protect your DNA from damage. As we age, telomeres naturally get shorter, which leads to cellular aging and eventually diseases. But here's the exciting part. Studies show that people who regularly eat nuts, especially Brazil nuts and walnuts, have longer telomeres than those who don't. That means their cells age slower. Why? Because the antioxidants and healthy fats in nuts help protect DNA from oxidative stress, the same stress that comes from pollution, processed foods, and even emotional strain. So yes, that small handful of nuts could actually be helping your body resist aging from the inside out. Number 2, nuts support a healthy heart. When it comes to longevity, heart health is everything. Your heart is your body's engine. If it runs well, everything else follows. Nuts like almonds, walnuts, and pistachios are rich in unsaturated fats, which lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and raise HDL, good cholesterol. They also contain arginine, an amino acid that keeps your blood vessels flexible and your circulation strong. A large-scale Harvard study that followed more than 200,000 people found that those who ate nuts several times a week had up to 20% lower risk of dying from heart disease compared to those who rarely ate them. That's not a supplement. That's not a pill. That's just food, real whole food, making a measurable difference in lifespan. 3. They keep your brain younger. Aging doesn't just affect the body, it affects the mind. But research shows that omega-3 fats, polyphenols, and vitamin E in nuts help preserve brain function. In one study, seniors who ate a daily serving of walnuts performed better on memory tests and had sharper cognitive processing speeds than those who didn't. These nutrients fight inflammation in the brain and improve communication between neurons, essentially keeping your brain's wiring clean and efficient. And since memory loss and cognitive decline are among the biggest fears of aging, that's a huge benefit. 4. Nuts reduce chronic inflammation. Here's something few people realize. The real enemy of long life isn't just disease. It's chronic inflammation. It's the silent fire that damages tissues, stiffens arteries, and accelerates aging. Nuts, especially almonds and pistachios, contain antioxidants, magnesium, and polyphenols that calm this inflammation. They act almost like a natural anti-aging therapy, working quietly every day to protect your organs. That's why researchers often call nuts a longevity food group. Number 5, longevity isn't just about adding years, it's about adding life. When scientists talk about life expectancy, they don't just mean how long you live, they mean how long you live well. And that's where nuts truly shine. Regular nut eaters report better energy, less joint pain, smoother digestion, and improved mood. In essence, they don't just live longer, they live better. So the next time you grab a handful of almonds or walnuts, remember, you're not just having a snack. You're literally giving your body the building blocks of a longer, stronger, and sharper life. But there's still one question left. Which nut is secretly doing the most harm, even though most people still think it's healthy? That's exactly what we'll uncover in Section 7, the hidden dangers of certain nuts. You'll want to pay close attention because one of these might already be sitting in your kitchen cabinet.
We've seen how the right nuts can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and slow the clock of aging. But here's the twist. Not all nuts are your friends. In fact, some of the most popular ones sitting in your pantry right now could be quietly damaging your health without you even realizing it. Let's expose the truth behind the 4 nuts seniors should avoid, or at least handle with extreme caution. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the last one, because it's a nut that most people think is super healthy, but science tells a completely different story.
Peanuts, the inflammatory imposter. They might be the go-to snack for millions, but here's a little-known fact. Peanuts aren't even nuts. They're legumes, and that makes all the difference. Because they grow underground, peanuts are highly susceptible to mold, and that mold produces aflatoxins, toxic compounds that can damage the liver, stress the immune system, and in high amounts, increase the risk of certain cancers. That's bad news for seniors whose detox systems naturally weaken with age. But it gets worse. Even if you buy natural peanuts, the proteins in them can trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals, even without an allergy. That inflammation can worsen joint pain, cardiovascular strain, and even cognitive decline. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, peanuts could actually interfere with your medication because of their high vitamin K content, a warning many doctors fail to mention. To top it off, the hydrogenated oils and sugars found in most peanut butters only add more stress to the heart. So if you've been relying on peanut butter for a healthy snack, it might be time to switch to almond or walnut butter instead.
2. Cashews, the sweet deceiver. They're smooth, creamy, and taste amazing. But cashews come with a hidden cost, especially for aging bodies. Cashews are one of the highest carb nuts, containing nearly 9 grams of carbs per ounce, and far less fiber than true tree nuts. That means they can spike blood sugar, making them risky for the nearly half of seniors who are diabetic or pre-diabetic. And here's another red flag. Cashews are processed using heat to remove urushiol, the same toxic compound found in poison ivy. That means by the time they reach your shelf, much of their original nutrition is already lost. They also contain oxalates, which can interfere with calcium absorption and increase the risk of kidney stones, a painful condition that becomes more common with age. And because of their soft, curved shape, cashews are one of the most aspirated nuts among seniors, posing a real choking hazard. Bottom line, cashews look harmless, but they can cause big problems for blood sugar, bones, and digestion. Number 3, macadamia nuts, the calorie trap. Macadamians might be deliciously rich and buttery, but don't let that fool you. They're also one of the most calorically dense nuts on Earth. Just 1 ounce packs over 200 calories and 22 grams of fat. And while they contain some healthy fats, the saturated fat content is high enough to raise LDL cholesterol, something many seniors already struggle with. They're also extremely hard to digest, especially for those with gallbladder issues or reduced fat metabolism. In fact, their dense texture can trigger painful flare-ups in seniors who have gallstones or sluggish digestion. And here's something you won't hear often. Because they're expensive, many cheaper brands cut corners, selling old or rancid macadamians full of oxidized fats that stress the liver and arteries. If you've been snacking on macadamians thinking they're helping your heart, think again. You'll get a far better nutritional payoff from pistachios or walnuts without the fat overload. Number 4. Pine nuts, the medication disruptor. They may be tiny, but pine nuts carry some surprisingly big risks, especially for seniors on medication. Over 70% of seniors take prescription drugs, and pine nuts contain compounds that can interact with several of them, including statins, antidepressants, and blood pressure meds. These interactions can either reduce the drug's effectiveness or cause harmful side effects. Even more alarming is something called pine mouth syndrome. It's a condition where days after eating pine nuts, people develop a bitter, metallic taste that can last for weeks. It sounds harmless, but for seniors, that lingering taste can reduce appetite and lead to unintended weight loss or malnutrition.
And because pine nuts are rich in polyunsaturated fats, they oxidize quickly, especially if stored in warm conditions. This creates inflammatory compounds that can worsen arthritis, joint pain, and cardiovascular stress. To make matters worse, new studies hint that certain pine nut varieties might even accelerate macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. For those over 60, that's a serious reason to steer clear. Not all nuts are created equal. While almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts can protect your heart, brain, and bones, these four, peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, can do just the opposite. But here's the silver lining. Small changes make a big difference. Switching out the bad nuts for better ones just a few days a week can lower inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and even boost cognitive performance. Your diet is one of the few things you can truly control, and those choices add up over time. So the next time you reach for a snack, make it one that works for your body, not against it. Because at the end of the day, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years.
So, what's the bottom line after everything we've covered today? Nuts can be incredible allies for seniors, protecting your heart, boosting your brain, strengthening bones, and even helping you live longer. But the wrong choices, peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, can quietly sabotage your health, sometimes in ways you won't notice until it's too late. The power is in knowing which nuts to eat, how to pair them with other foods, and how to avoid the hidden dangers. A few mindful changes in your daily snacking can make a world of difference for energy, mental clarity, and overall longevity. Remember, the healthiest approach isn't about perfection. It's about small, consistent adjustments. Swap out risky nuts for nutrient-rich options, pair them with superfoods like berries and leafy greens, and watch how your body responds. And now, it's your turn. We want to hear from you. Which nut had the biggest impact on your health, good or bad? Have you noticed changes when switching to safer, more beneficial nuts? Share your stories and experiences in the comments below. Your insights don't just help us, they help create a community where seniors can learn from one another and make smarter, healthier choices every day. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content designed to protect your health, sharpen your mind, and enhance your life. And as you continue your journey to better nutrition and longevity, remember this: every small choice matters. The nuts you eat today could be the difference between feeling tired and sluggish or strong, energized, and vibrant tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and here's to smarter snacking, healthier living, and more years of life you can truly enjoy.
Eating the right nuts isn't just about a snack. It's about protecting your heart, your brain, and your entire body as you age. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts are more than food. They're tiny superfoods that fight inflammation, strengthen bones, and even help your mind stay sharp. At the same time, the wrong choices, peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts, can slowly chip away at your health, increasing risks for blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and even complications with medications. The good news? You have control. By making simple, informed swaps and pairing your nuts with other nutrient-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and citrus,
You can turn everyday snacking into a powerful tool for longevity and well-being. Remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to life. It's about adding life to your years. So take a moment today to look at what's in your pantry. Which nuts are helping you thrive, and which might be holding you back? Your small, consistent choices today can make a profound difference tomorrow. And finally, we'd love to hear from you. Which nut has made the biggest difference in your health journey? Share your experiences in the comments below and help others make smarter, healthier choices too.